Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Rabi Mahmood and welcome back to lecture number 22 for the class The History of English Language. Continuing with the previous session, while we were looking at some spelling reforms in our last lecture, today we are going to start with the irregularity of English spellings. We were saying that there were so many reforms that were made, there were so many efforts that were put to freeze the spellings, to bring the spellings to one thing. So in the same stream, the irregularity of spellings today we are going to discuss. We are going to see that what kind of irregularities are there. We will be looking at different varieties, for example the UK variety of spellings, US variety of spellings, and we'll try to look at the range of examples where we can notice the irregularity of English spellings. Irregularity is really a very important issue, and it has been a very important debate in the previous eras when English was in the period of settlement. People were trying to settle down English. Now what happened in those eras, when some spellings were being standardized. At that time English was spoken in different areas, in different regions differently. So firstly the different spellings were chosen for the things. Then few people put in their efforts to regularize or to standardize one of the variety of the spelling so that they can make it acceptable. So there is a contribution of the people at different levels and as well as at different steps. Today let's start with our more focus on the irregularity of English spellings, because the reason is that before this we have discussed in detail the phonetic element of language. Phonetic element of language, it was more concerned with the sound system of the language. Yes, sure that we are done already done with the sound system, and we have looked at the changes that have already taken place in the language. And today while we are focusing on the spellings, it means that we have turned our attention now from spoken element of the language to the written element of the language. Yes, it is said that the speech is the primary component and writing comes on the second level and it is secondary. But for us, we see that writing is really very important in today's era. Let's see that how what are different irregularities and what are the effects of these irregularities of English spellings on different things. Yes, discrepancy in the speech sounds and the words. The first thing, it is well known that English words derive mainly from Old German and Norman French languages. Yes, it is true. We know that English has been emerged from basically the Germanic family tree, and within Germanic it is a good combination of the Old German as well as the Norman French. And that its alphabet of 26 letters make it impossible to represent its 44 speech sounds with just one symbol. Yes, this is really the first discrepancy arises out of here. While we have discussed phonetics and phonology, we have said that in English language there are 44 phonemes, or there are 44 symbols of sounds in English language. Out of 44, the 24 are consonants and 20 are vowels of English language. So it makes 44. Whereas while we come towards the spellings and the alphabets of English language, we see that there are 26 letters. Out of these, only A, E, I, O, U, the 5 are regarded as the vowels, whereas the rest of the 21 letters, they are regarded as consonants of English language. But that is not why many English spellings such as the daughter, brought, and people are now irregular with the German and French relatives have much better spellings. Yes, actually the reason is that while there is a discrepancy found, you know, in the number of the spellings, in the number of the alphabets, and in the numbers of the phonetic sounds or the phonemes of the language, we see if on one side there are 26 numbers, on the other side there are 44 numbers. So definitely there is a huge discrepancy that is found in both these things. And it creates a problem, it creates irregularity in English spellings. Till 1066 we have seen that the pronunciation for all the three languages have changed since 1066. After that, actually the major or the greater changes have taken place after 1066, but only in English have numerous spellings become highly unreliable guides to pronunciation. Sound, southern, soup, and spellings for identical sounds have ended up exceptionally varied. Blue, shoe, flew, through, to, you, to, no. Yes, this is actually, we are looking at the problems, we are looking at the irregularities of English spellings that we have even these days in the English language. Let's see the different examples that I was going through right now. For example, we are saying that these things, these spellings have made actually English language a very, very unreliable thing. For example, while we look at these two things, yes, while we say it's sound, look, sow, ow, and southern. Now the same spellings are pronounced in a different way. It's sow, ow, and southern. It is sad. Okay, are you noticing? Although the spellings are S-O-U-T-H-E-R-N, all the spellings are the same, but still they are pronounced in a different way. Another example of the same spellings is that of soup. It's oo sound, it's ow, sow, and sad. It is southern. These are the three different variations of the same variations of the same spellings. And the spellings for the identical sounds have ended up exceptionally varied. Let's see the words, the sounds that have very identical sounds. Look at this, for example, blue, shoe, flew, through, to, you, to, and no. Look how irregular the English patterns are so far as the spellings are concerned. How irregular. Although all the words that I have written here, they're all carries towards the end, they carry the same sound, and the sound is oo. Oo, oo, it's the oo sound. For example, in blue, shoe, you, to, flew, through, all these things are ending on the same sound, but see what a great variation is there so far as their spellings are concerned, and so far as their spellings are regarded. For one sound, oo sound, look at the spellings that have been used. In one word it's UE, in the other word it's OE, the next word is EW, in the next word it's OUGH, then in the next one it's O, in the next one is YOU, OU, TWO, sometimes double U and double O, and then again in the next one it's NU. Ooh. See what a great range and what a great irregularity is there in English speech sounds and English spellings. One sound, there are 10 examples of the words that have the same identical sound, one sound, and they have 10 different varieties of the spellings. Oh, it's really a great irregular pattern. First, serious corruption in English spellings. Yes, a very, very interesting thing. Corruption? Why are we calling it corruption? how can there be a corruption in the spellings? Actually, the word corruption stands for dilution. It's a kind of mixing up the things. It's a kind of something that is integrating, that is coming, that is being poured into something. It is a kind of mixing. We are saying there is a corruption in the English spelling, so we are saying that perhaps some other elements are coming in the English spellings and they are making some differences. The consistency of English spelling was first seriously corrupted during the reinstatement of English as official language of England in 15th century. Yes, first time it was done when English was regarded as the official language of England in 15th century. It suffered even more at the hands of foreign printers during the Bible wars of the 16th century. Yes, and then firstly in the 15th century, the important thing is that in 15th century, when English was regarded as the official language, at that time there started coming a lot of changes in the English, and then in the 16th century you would see, while there was a Bible war that was going on, when there was something that is religious instability was going on, people were trying hard that what to do to change the spellings, or what not to do, what spellings should be more acceptable and what spellings should be thrown out of the English language. So there were many efforts were going on. Sadly, there has never been a serious coordinated attempt to remedy the various accidental and deliberate corruptions of the alphabetic principle of representing speech sounds in a regular manner in English. Yes, although there have been so many invasions, there have been so many problems, there are so many wars going on in the English language regarding the sounds, regarding the discrepancies of the sounds and the spellings. But actually the point to regret, the point to be sad is that no serious effort was ever done to represent speech sounds in a regular manner. If we say that there is a discrepancy, there is a proportion of 26 to 44, so there must have been a serious effort, there should have been a serious effort to regularize these sound patterns with the spellings, but no such thing was done at that time. So it has really created a serious and a heinous problem for all the upcoming generations. The English spelling system, as explained by Mashabel, March 2011, English has 43.5 sounds, or we can say 44 sounds roundabout. 43 as shown in the bold letters in the words below. Yes, these sounds are shown: at, rain, air, car, sauce, bed, chip, dog, egg, eel, herb, fish, garden, house, ink, pie, jug, kite, lips, man, nose, ring, pot, toe, coin, food, wood, order, out, pin, rug, sun, shop, tap, this, thing, up, queue, van, window, yak, zip, television. J sound. Yes, these are actually the words that you are looking at the screen. In the bold words, in the bold with the bold font, all those are actually the sounds that are found in English language today. These are 43.5, or you can, these are 44 actually in all. And an unstressed, often barely audible, variously spelled half vowel which occurs mainly in endings and prefixes. Yes, this why we say the first above is a list of 43 consonants and the vowels that are found in the English phonetics and phonology, whereas the unstressed, there is another vowel that is sometimes known as half vowel, which occurs mainly in the endings and the prefixes, that comes towards the endings and the prefixes. For example, fatten, abandon, grammar, decide, divide. All these words have one half vowel that we sometimes, or the vowel that is known as the weakest vowel of English, that I told you earlier as well. It's schwa. Schwa. That is a very sound. For example, fatten, un, abandon, un, grammar, decide, d, divide, e. The sound that comes is that of schwa sound, and these are the words, these are the examples that are given. If English had a completely regular spelling system as Finnish and Korean do, it would have no more than 44 spellings. And learning to read and write would definitely would have been very much easier, because learning English and is really a complex phenomena sometimes, because it is complex because there is so much discrepancy that is found in the sound structure and as well as in the spelling structure. We cannot, not we, rather the people who are the layperson, a new learner of the English language, really faces a great problem in writing, perhaps because of these spellings. It is most of the time is because of these spellings that are there, and especially the irregularities of spellings. Most alphabetic writing systems, however, do not have a completely one-to-one relationship between their sounds and their spellings, with a few more spellings than the sounds. Yes, so most of the time, most of the languages have all these things. For example, the example is there is that of Korean as that of Finnish. The European average is around 50 letters total. Learning to read and write English is exceptionally difficult because it has 185 spellings for 44 sounds. Look, there are total 44 sounds and there are total 185 spellings. And how much it makes? It is almost 5 times higher, five times more than those of the spellings of English. Basic English spelling system. Let's see that what is a basic English spelling system, and what are different examples that are there regarding these spellings. There are 91 patterns as shown in the bold letters below. 91 patterns, for example, there are 80 mean spellings and 8 for unstressed endings and 2 prefixes and consonants doubling rule. There are 91 patterns. The patterns are mostly shown in the examples, okay, as shown in the bold letters. They are the one that are more bold, they shows the patterns. There are actually 80 mean spellings. There are 8 for the unstressed. There are 8 more spellings for the unstressed endings, and then there are the 2 prefixes and the consonant doublings where we have double consonants rules. Look at a few of the examples. I'm not going to go into all the detail. Look, cat, plate, play, air, car, sauce, saw, bat. Yes, these are all main spellings. Chat and catch, dog and eel, then food, good, what, quarter, more, out, now. Okay, these are actually, they are comparing the English spellings with the sounds. 8 unstressed endings, for example, doable, fatal, doable, fatal, single, ordinary. 8 unstressed endings are there. Unstressed endings mean doable, doable. In this word, the first, there are 2 syllables, doable, doable, doable. While we pronounce it, we see that this word is pronounced in 2 breaths of air. Doable, do and able. The 2, it means there are 2 syllables. This is the first one and this is the second syllable. Do, able. Okay, now let's try to find out that which one is more stressed and which one is not stressed. Doable, doable. This is the way when we pronounce it. And do is, you know, that we can hear. This is a very harsh sound. This is stressed. Doable. Do. The stress is on do rather than. So we can say that the stress is on the first syllable rather than the second syllable. So it has, we can say that this word has unstressed ending. I hope now the idea is clear that what is unstressed ending. The same example is given is that of fatal, fatal, fair, stressed pattern. The two syllables, fatal, fair and tull. The two syllables are there. Fair is the stressed one and tull is the unstressed. So it has unstressed ending. Same is the example, some more examples are given. Single, ordinary, single, the stress is more on sing rather than gull, that is the second syllable. And same is the case with ordinary, same is the case with flitten, presence, present, other. Yes, the first syllables are stressed and the second syllables are unstressed, so they have got unstressed endings. There are two prefixes as well. Prefix are actually, as we studied these things in morphemes in the study of morphology, and we said that the two prefixes are firstly the prefixes only. Prefixes are those morphemes that are added to the roots of the words to the initially at the first part, decide and invite, decide and invite. And the consonants doubling rule for the keeping stressed vowels short. Yes, two prefix, these are the prefix because these have been added D into the side and then into the white. These two words have been added as prefixes in the next thing. And the consonants doubling rule for the keeping stressed vowels short. Yes, there is also the rule of consonant doubling, where the two consonants come with each other, where we have double consonants, and the reason is that for keeping the stress vowels short, so that the vowel that is the stressed vowel can become short. Look at the example. Example is bitter, bitter, biter, bitter and biter, bitter. The stressed one, the stressed syllable is bitter. The emphasis on t sound, bit, bitter. Same is the case with biter, by and t. The emphasis is on t once again, bitter and biter. Yes, when these two consonants, the doubling consonants, they come, so the rule is to make the stressed vowel a little short rather than the longer one. It can be seen that one reason why English has more spellings than the sounds is because many sounds are spelt differently in different position of the words. Yes, one very key reason and the one point that perhaps go into their favor is that because many sounds are spelt differently in different position of the words. This is what you would have noticed. This is what you have also seen before this. They were many, you know, there are sounds. The sounds are spelled differently. Different sounds would have different spellings at different places in different position of the words. For example, look at the word plate, and then the word is play, plate and play, ship and station, ship and station. Yes, different sounds are spelled differently. For example, this word plate, it has pel, l, eight, a and t. What would it make? P, l, a and t. Plate. I'm writing down the symbols, the sound symbols. These are not the spellings. It would make plate. P, l, a, t. Whereas in play, while we say P, l, play, a, play, it's this way, play. Okay, different sounds are spelled differently in different positions of the words. When the sound is a, when it comes in between the consonants in the middle position of the word, it has the spelling of plate, plate. Whereas when the same consonants come towards the end, when the same vowels come towards the end position of a word, they are spelled as play. Look, the sounds are same, but their positions are being changed within the words, so their spellings are being changed. This is actually the main point to notice. The same, another example is given is ship and station. Ship, the sound is sh in ship, sh, and the spellings for sh sound in this word are ship, 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 sh sound. Whereas in the next word, that is station, sta, station, the sound again is sh, and the spellings that are used for this are ti rather than sh. The two different spellings in the two different positions of a word are being spelled in different way, although they have the same sound, although the sound is the same. The main reason for the great number of spellings, however, is that English also has a further 94 unpredictable alternative spellings. Firstly, we have said that there are 91 patterns. Fine, there were 91 patterns and there were 80 main spellings. And now we are saying that there are also 94 unpredictable alternative spellings are there. For example, look at the words like plate, weight, straight, eight, and great. Plate, 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 it is ate, although the sound is a. Weight, the sound is a, but the spellings are ai, weight. In straight, again a, the sound is a and the spellings are ai. Now in eight, the sound is a and the spellings are ei. Then in great, eight, a, again the sound is a and the spellings are eat. See how irregular patterns are there and unpredictable alternative patterns are there in English. Only 11 of the 91 main English spellings have no exceptions. There are only 11 out of 91 main English spellings have no exceptions. There are no exceptions. Bed, jug, jog, jab, gorge, ring, single, pen, musician, this thing, one, television. These are 11 exceptions that have the English spellings that have no exceptions at all. These are the examples. Now 80 English spelling patterns are undermined by one or more alternatives. there are they create problem, they create irregularity because of the discrepancy of and as well as the irregularity of the spellings. The examples are cat and plate, plate weight. Then the example like play, they weigh ballet cafe matinee, they weigh ballet cafe matinee. Okay, then air, care, beer, aerial, their, questionnaire. Look at how this all the words are changing. This is air, care, beer, aerial, their, questionnaire. These are different things. Then some other examples that start with the ka sound. The ka sound is again a big problem and a big it shows a great irregularity in the English speech sounds. For example, character, this is ka in character. Kangaroo, it is kangaroo, and it's more of ka rather than ka. Then in queue, it is q, k and k. The three different patterns are there. Then in crab and clap, in chrome, see how although the sounds are all these sounds are related to c, sometimes it become k, sometimes it become k, sometimes it become ch. These are the different patterns that are emerging. These are different irregularities of spellings that are found in English language. Stomach, sometimes it become k. Anorak, neck, check, chat, ch sound. Picture, ch sound with the spelling ture. Clutch and much. See what are the spellings for these. For ch sound it's tch, for ch sound it's this one, for ch sound is this one. For neck k sound is ck, for k sound it's que. Then lilac, k sound, it's k sound, it's pure k sound. These are different variations, different irregularities of the same spelling. Dad, blonde, dad and blonde. Nose in not and gone and norm. Mnemonic, yes, the n sound, look at the variation of n sound. Here it is kn, here it is ne, here it is gn, here it is mn. The same n sound, see how many patterns are there, unpredictable patterns are there that is used for the spellings. Look at end, it's a sound, a, end. Head, it's ea. In Annie, it's a. In said, it's ai. In Wednesday, it's ed. In friend, it's ie. In leisure, it's ei. The examples, the sounds are same, but they have got such a range of variety of spellings with them. Her, and then turn, bird, learn, word. For one time it is er, the other time it is ur, the third time it is ir, and another time it is lear, ear, and then another time it is or. The same examples are given for some other words as well. Eel is on one time double e. In eat it's ea. In e1 it's eve. In swilling it's ei. In field it is ie. In police it is ice. Then in jolly it is y simply. In trolley it is ey. In movie it's ie. Okay, then next the fish, fur sound. See how fur itself is a great problem creator for the in the spellings of the students as well. Fur in fish, as you see that fur sound is shown by f. In photo it is PH. In stuff, it is double F. In rough, it's GH. These are all the same sounds, all the same sound. The sound is fur. Look, the spellings. It's fur, it's PH, it's double F, it's GH. Then the word like garden, G, the word G, it is on one time it is GH, the other time it is GURD, GUA, then it is house and who. Her sound in house is shown by H sound, whereas in who it's WH. Ink. The examples continue. Some more examples of the words: bite, might, style, mild, the same is the thing. Lips, ilama, mum, dumb, autumn, on, cuff, sausages, etc. Quick, acquire, coir. Yes, look at the examples of this Q. Acquire, inquire. What is the sound? The sound is k sound. It is not written as Q, whereas the sound is written as k. This is k sound. Okay. In the first word, it is QU to refer to k sound. Then in the second word, it is CQU, ekku. And in the third word, it is the spellings are CH. How greatly the things are varying. Some more examples are given, and now let's come towards endings and the prefixes of the English spellings and see that how do they really change. Look at the first example that is given is that lovable and credible. Do you think that these are the same sounds? Lovable and credibles. And right now we are firstly, let me make it clear, we are firstly talking about the endings of the words, the last syllables, we can say, the ending of the words, as well as prefixes. Prefixes are those morphemes that are added to in the start of a word. We'll be looking at some prefixes later on, but firstly start with the ending, or we may also call it suffix. The endings are also called sometimes suffixes. Yes, look at the ending like it's lovable, credible, vertical, able, petrol, novel, ordinary, machinery, inventory, century, carpentry, fasten, abandon, truncheon, orphan, goblin, certain. Yes, lovable, able is, lovable is actually one word, and the ending of this word is on able is the second. Lovable is once again comprises of two syllables, lovable, able. See the ending of this word and see the ending of the second word, that is credible, having the same sound. The sound is able and having different spellings. On one hand it is ABLE, on the other it's IBLE. Some more examples: vertical, in it is AL in vertical, in novel it is EL, in anvil it is IL, in petrol it's OL. In all the words the same sound is having different spellings. Then in the word like absence and balance, the sound is ence. In absence it is ups, ence. The spellings are ENCE. In balance it's ANCE. In confidence, I always get confused with these spellings of ANCE and ENCE. Confidence, it's CONFIDANCE. In attendance, it's ANCE. Yes, these are different spellings that really even makes us confused most of the time. Then in absent and pleasant. In absent it's ENT, in pleasant it's ANT. Look, for no reason. The sounds are same, but look at the irregularity of these spellings. Father, author, armor, nectar, center, injure, quota. These are different words. Okay, consonants, doublings. Consonants, doublings. Doublings mean double. The two consonants are coming. The two same consonants are coming. So let's see that how these are. For example, in the example like merry, very, serrated. Merry, we have got double consonants. We have consonant doubling. The one consonant is R, the same, and the other is merry, MERRY, merry. Another is very, VER. One is with the single E and the other is single R. Serrated in its E and in double R. There are the regular spellings that we found are 372. There are some missing spellings that we have noticed in English are 384, and there are some surplus spellings, there are some extra spellings that have been added are 158. The listing above gives just one example of the different ways in which spelling patterns is undermined, and a few patterns have no exceptions. For example, cat, plate, marinade, etc. But some have many. The double E sound of beef, for example, is not spelled double E in at least 320 words. Look at a range of the words. We are talking about just one sound. For example, if there is just one sound, that is double E sound. For example, the example is beef, BWF, beef. Okay, it is not spelled in the same way in at least the minimum number of the words is 320 words. For example, in leaf it is EA, in grief it is IE, in even it's E only. Between them, all the different exceptions create a rote learning list of at least 3700 common words. There are at least, look at the long list of the words, it's 3700 common words. They are the reason why speakers of English take an average of 10 years to become proficient spellers. So manage it in the less time, but many also get totally defeated by this learning burden. English spelling makes learning to read harder too. Yes, the first aspect that we have discussed up till now was that of writing. We were saying we have moved from sounds to the writing, and we were saying that this writing is really very complex. It's difficult in English, but at the same time what is happening actually, not only reading is not only writing is difficult, not only speaking is difficult, but also reading of English is perhaps far better difficult than that thing. Look that what does it has got to say. This is partly because children have to learn to pronounce 185 spellings instead of just around 50. Yes, because we have to learn at least the straightforward spellings that are 185 spellings. We have to learn instead of 50. The greatest English reading difficulties, however, are caused by the 69 spellings which have more than one pronunciation shown in the next table. They make at least 2000 English words not completely decodable. Yes, at least there are the most difficult reading spellings are concerned with the 69 spellings which have more than one pronunciation. They have more than one pronunciation, and this is why they are really difficult to read, even not only write but also read. Now let's move on to the next slide and see that what is there. 69 English spellings have more than one pronunciation that we just discussed, and we are going to look at those spellings right now. Very quick recapitulation of these things. For example, I'll be just pronouncing it once, and I'll be giving just one example, not all the examples. I have written all the examples just for the sake of your convenience. The first is a sound, for example in and, apron. Then for example a sound as in came and camera. I, for example in wait. Always, it's all. And then tall, all sound that has tall and shell. Then there is R, for example in care. There is O as in autumn. There is eight as in deliberate. It's A as in stays. There is double C, that is suck. Double C makes k sound as in success, as in soccer. C as in center. Ch as in chop. As in k as in acquire. Acquire. Actually these have more than these spellings have more than one pronunciation. They are really troublesome. They really create problems. A sound as in end. E sound as in he. E sound as in mean. Ear as in ear. E as in tree. E as in even. A as in veil. A for as in wait. Eo as in people. Ear as in here, there. And then et as in tablet. U as in beauty. U as in few. A as in monkey. Gay as in, it's not gay, it's G. G as in gem. Gi as in ginger. The first one is gem. On one hand it is gem, and the other hand it is get. And whereas the next is gi is ginger and the girl. And then on one hand, see the discrepancies. Here we are calling it ginger. Here we are calling it girl. Gem and then get. They and monkey. A and the other pronunciation is given. Then gym, and the next is gynecologist. J and G. Then the next few examples are ho as in house and hour. E in ink and kind, the two different spellings and different pronunciations. Ein in define, engine, machine. E field. Imp, limp. Ein signature. It's ein, it's IGN. Sign, it's sign in sign, and its signature it becomes G is pronounced in signature. For God knows for which reason there is so much discrepancies in English. Amnesia. It's knee. On one time, look at these two interesting words. The one is amnesia, the other is mnemonic. In the first one, this one is pronounced. In the second one, this one is pronounced. In the first is, it is amnesia. Na becomes silent. Whereas in the second word, ma becomes silent. It is mnemonic. Then ost, lost. O as in go. Then road, o. Then oe, born. Then toes, os. Then the roll and the dole. And the next is omp as in tabula, bomb. Okay, some more examples. Double O as in foot and brooch. Ot, despot and depot. Aus as in sound and soup. O as in bow and rough. On one hand it is bow, and on the other hand it is rough. Amazing. And some few examples, some more few examples. Ought, in bought and draught. Owl, it's on one hand it's shawl, all, and the other is shoulder. Should, on one hand it is oo, and the other hand is Shawl, owl, shoulder, all, and oo. On in one it is sour, oh sorry, rather it's sour, hour, and the other it's for. On one this is how, ow, and the low, queen and the bouquet, sun and the shore, scent and malts. Ross, double S is used for the possible, th is used for this and think, chur, picture or mature, oo for the cup, build, was, what, won, word, box, type and typical. See, on one hand it is type and the other hand it is typical. Daddy and apply, zip and azure. At the very end is a list of the 103 English words which have different pronunciations in different contexts, followed by the 190 high frequency words which most impede the reading progress of the beginners. Yes, now these were before this we have looked at the list of the 69 words that were really harmful because what was their problem. Actually these words have English spellings have more than one pronunciation. They have more than one pronunciation. Now now there are some spellings, for example, have so many exceptional pronunciations that all the words with them really have to be learnt as sight words rather than by decoding. Such words are therefore listed together with the common words in which they have a regular pronunciation. Yes, while we come towards standard UK English, let's see what was the pronunciation and what are different spellings in UK Standard English. Then we'll move on to American and we'll see what are the differences in the spellings of English. In Standard UK English, we look that it is pronounced as and r. Other pronunciation problems of a letter when it is pronounced is like I in am, in aim, in o in howl, o in the not, e in the bat, it affects all the readers. Yes, it is very true. While we talk about the standard English, standard pronunciation is that of the British pronunciation, so there are so many inconsistencies. There are so many discrepancies that are found in the standard British pronunciation. Actually, before I explain this thing, just one thing that is right now coming into my mind and I would like to share it with you. The standard pronunciation that is followed all over the world and that our Pakistani nation also follows is known as RP. And this RP is equal to received pronunciation. It is received pronunciation. It is basically the standard UK English pronunciation that we people are following for our speech. It is known as RP. In RP, while we were talking about phonetic symbols and we are saying yes, there is discrepancy in English and there are 44 vowels, there are 44 sound and there are 26 letters of English. So what happens actually, just one thing to tell you, that only one sound, this sound, simple A, the letter A, it is pronounced in 8 different ways. It has got 8 different sound patterns. It has got 8 different sound patterns in English. Some examples of standard UK English are given over here. I won't be reading it. These are the examples of the words that we were just talking about. There are many different spellings. There are different rules of English that we are going to discuss right now. Have a look at them quite quickly and the examples that come. AU word in the standard English, it is there are a few words do not have the main sound of O, as in dop, gaudy and autumn. You see that the sound is O, and in the British standard English they won't have the same sound. They would have something, although the spellings would be same, but they would be pronounced in a different way. For example, in the words like aunt, Australia, because, cauliflower, see this AU word is pronounced how many different ways in the standard British English. The second is ch is not always in chat. It can spell k, it can spell sh, and a few other sounds. For example, in chorus, in chemical, in champagnage, in architect, it's archaeology, in character, in charade, in stomach, in technique, in jot. These are different examples of this rule. Then rule number 3. E spells mostly E, double E. The other sounds for it is mainly a short E. For example, a few exceptions. Already, area, beer. The sound is E, whereas look at the different spellings. Death, dreamt, earn. Then the next rule is GE, GI and GY. Mostly have the sound G and G, as in gentle, ginger and Jim, but sometimes they are also pronounced as G. For example, in the words below, the G is hard, as in gap and goat. It's G, but sometimes it is also hamburger, hunger, linger, giggle, guilt, Jim, longitude, longevity, forgive, began, anger. These are different words. IE spells the double E. For example, E sound, but several other sounds too. This sound, that is the spellings of, if there are spellings like IE, it is the sound that is it pronounced as double E sound, but several other sounds too. For example, in tie, and dryer, ye, of sit and G. These are different examples of this sound where it is pronounced as double E sound. The phonic overlap with the AE shows next adds to the reading problems caused by the spellings. Yes, it really cause another problem. For example, in the spellings, like a few of the spellings are alien, amplifier, interview, lenient, lieutenant, pliers, society, variety, Y and view. Rule 7. A can also spell the double E sound and several others. I of rain, E of bat, I of tie. For example, it has like numerous numerous patterns. Reinforce, in rains, in nay, in Fahrenheit, in Dane, in eight, in weight. These are different words. Rule 8. EO, the few words would have EO have slightly variable sounds. For example, in geology, in theology, geography, jeopardy, people, leotard. These are different examples. The rule 9 is I followed by the two constants is normally short, but in words listed below it has a long sound, as in line. I again varies in different words. For example, in align, it's align, behind, rind, sign, riffle, stifle, title, wild, wilderness. Yes, missing or the misleading double consonants. The double consonants are really very misleading many times. Vowels followed by one consonant and other vowels are supposed to be long. For example, let's look at the rule once again. Vowels that are followed by one consonant and other vowel are supposed to be long. They are supposed to, for example, game, legal, time, born and tune. Then the short vowels in the words of more than one syllable should be followed by the double consonants. Grammar, beggar, imminent, wani, or k and j, as in chicken and badger. But many words, look at the spellings of many, M-A-N-N-Y, many. Perhaps looking at so much irregularities of spelling, I myself have started creating spelling mistakes in the presentation. But many words with a short vowel do not have a doubled consonants. They have irregular spellings for their consonants. For example, acid and massive. The sound is S. In acid, it's AC, whereas in massive, it's double S. A great irregularity. These irregularities help to obscure vowels length and make learning to read English harder. Really, it does not only make English writing difficult, it not only makes English speaking difficult, not only makes the listening a complex process, but these irregularities really cause a great complexity and difficulty in reading English as well. A few examples are given here on this page as well. Some words have double consonants which do not follow a short stressed vowel. Yes, sometimes we were saying that there must be a short stressed vowel after the double consonant, but there are the words as well again who do not comply to these rules. For example, accurate, daffodil, rebellious, comment, they have double consonants but they do not follow a short stressed vowel. So again the things are different. Now they also misled in experienced readers to place stress on the wrong syllable instead of the vowel which carries it. Yes, actually what happens, sometimes it causes so many misunderstanding for the readers of English that they would start putting stress on some other word rather than on the syllable where the stress is required. For example, if we read the word accommodate, the stress initially was on O, that is a vowel, that is an underlined word. The stress was there, but actually what we did, we started putting the stress on accommodate, on the first syllable. Affection, now again we're stressing first sound, double F. We're stressing the double consonants rather than the short vowel. Llama, ammunition, anniversary, appall, arrange, assail, battalion, deter. These are different double consonants, and because of these double consonants, the reader gets confused that where to put the stress on in a word. So the stress automatically goes on the double consonants rather than these vowels. Silent letters make learning to read English more difficult too. There are some silent letters, as all of you know. Famous example is no. This no. I've forgotten whether I've written it here or not. Knife, these are the silent letters. Again, a reader who is not actually a lay person, if that new person is trying to learn English, see how great, what a great difficulty that person would feel while the person would have to read some silent letters as well. Campaign, caught, for example, in campaign we don't pronounce this. In caught we don't do this. In controlled we don't pronounce it. In cupboard we don't pronounce it. In cruise, in debt. These are some of the examples of silent letters. Words with V nearly all pose problems in learning to read English. There are some V words that really would create problem all the time, because this letter is usually not doubled after a short vowel, and the final V is usually followed by E. For example, gave, have, swear, several. This is going to create problem all the time. Some more examples are given: pavilion, poverty, prove, revenuous. These are some examples. A few more letters have reading problems in a small number of words. When there are small number of words, so it also creates problem. Hi, hi-fi, Pricks, kiwi, sky. We think as if the word is not completed yet, and we start getting confused whether this is correct or not. Different pronunciations in different contexts again have many problems. These examples, these are the examples of the words that have different meanings in different contexts. Common words with the reading problems. Yes, young children's reading progress is most impeded by 190 very common words, and with the spellings of A, E, A, O, O, all the vowel sounds are not pronounced in their usual way. All common words definitely carry a lot of reading problems. For example, breakfast, breath, beautiful, front. These are some of the examples. There are some English, there are exceptions, you know. What I really feel irritated about English is that there are rules. The rules are implemented on English, and towards the end it is said that okay, this rule is only 90% applicable. On the 10% of the things there are exceptions. There are so many exceptions, there are so many irregularities, so many discrepancies in English language that we just cannot think of. These are some of the discrepancies and irregularities that I have given. Then the doubled consonants. School children learn to double the final consonants of one syllable words before the suffixes. For example, ing, at, etc. They start. For example, the school children what would they do? They would start making the double consonants of the end of the word. Look at the example: bat, batting, batted, Betty, better. This is the way the young children, when they are at the very initial level of learning, so they would start learning it this way. With this is again it creates some problem sometimes. Yes. So with this we come towards the end of today's lecture, and firstly a quick recapitulation of what we have done, a quick summary. Firstly, just let me tell you about the summary that today the material for today's presentation is adapted from with a few modifications from the given site, and with this today in today's lecture, we've also looked not only the discrepancies of the letters, and we have also tried to find out some differences that are found in the standard Britain UK English, as well as we have looked at the problems from the writing perspective, from reading perspective as well. So with this we come to the end of today's lecture, and till the next lecture, take very good care of yourself, and Allah Hafiz.